guy that needs to come through in his Bronco. Gotta park right here, bro. Sick. It's honestly crazy what Subaru and Toyota did here with the BRZ and the GR86. I pretty much have a full-fledged sports car with all the amenities I could want. I've been inside of Porsches, I've seen the interiors, they're great. I would like automatic seats. This doesn't have automatic seats. That's like my biggest complaint. Or blind spot detection, but this is the cheap version. Right now, the BRZ is actually going up in value. That's another cool thing about it. But if you get the Limited or the TS, you're looking at the blind spot detector, and you get Alcantara stuff and bits like that. Really cool upgrades in those cars, but man, it's crazy how much fun this thing is, and it can hang out with all the cars in the canyon. I was behind a BMW M the other day in the canyon, and his license plate said LOL GG's, and he flew past me at like 90 miles an hour on the straights. I caught up to him in the switchbacks, and he was, I think, begging for mercy. I was right behind him the whole time. I was like itching around to get around him. It was pretty funny. But if you know how to drive, or you want to learn how to drive better and be a better driver, this is definitely the car to get, because it's just enough power. People always say, oh, it's so slow. Yeah, it is slow. But it's, if you compare it to other cars in a straight line, the new Toyota Sienna XLE hybrid is gonna smoke this thing. But you go in any switchback, any curvy, any twisty roads, you're gonna be doing pretty good. And if you know how to handle the car, or you'll learn how to eventually. It's not as hard as you think to be able to drive a sports car when it comes to like an entry-level one like the Miata or the BRZ. It's pretty fun to like feel how big it is, and like it's just so cool, man. It's so cool to like, you know, every time I'm at work, sometimes I think about my car and like how I could have a more practical car, but every time I get inside this thing and get behind the wheel, it just feels so fun. The power delivery is pretty awesome. One thing I do notice with the BRZ is like, you think that it's like a laggy throttle. That's what people say, is like their throttle response is bad. But no, that's just because it's a sports car designed to be revved at like in the 4,000, 5,000 is where it wants to hang out a lot of the time. So at like idle to like very slow speeds, like cruising in parking lots, it's not gonna be super responsive at like 1,000 RPM, because the motor's trying to rev really hard. You can buy a lot of things for $30,000, but the memories, the happiness, the chance to like make YouTube videos about this car really seals the deal for me right now in my life. You know, a lot of people think it's a waste of money. It's stupid. You could say that, but it's a depreciating asset, but not as much as a regular car, because Japanese cars that are imported now are getting the tariffs. So it's a little bit more expensive to do that than, well, we got a guy that needs to come through in his Bronco. Gotta park right here, bro. Sick. All this is off-roaders out here in Sedona, so anytime you see a regular car, it's kind of, or a sports car is a little bit overhyped, but throttle response isn't the best in this car. It's okay, could be a lot better, but some people get the pedal commanders. Pedal commanders are kind of a good idea, but also kind of a rip-off at the same time. You don't really need a good throttle response. If you're just cruising around through town, you kind of get used to the response of the pedal, but we're out here in beautiful Sedona. We're out here at Posse Grounds Park, where people are enjoying their lives. Isn't it great? So I know I probably never will get a Porsche. I don't plan on buying a Porsche. Even if I had the money to get a Porsche, I'm not hating on Porsche, but like, I would just get this instead, because I'm not worried about scratching it. I'm not worried about a lot of stuff with this car. I just drive it, have fun with it, take it off-roading a little bit. You can do gravel runs in it. It's half an inch shorter than the previous gen, so realize that. If you want a little more clearance, go ahead and get the previous gen. It's super reliable as well. The previous gen is seriously so underrated. I got my FRS, 2014 FRS, for like $13,000, and you get so much car for that. This is the new version. It's a lot better, but is it worth an extra 15 grand? I don't know. I would probably say no. So they did a lot to make it better. But going back in time, guys, I honestly probably wouldn't sell my FRS. That was probably a big mistake. But at the same time, I wouldn't have gone forward with my YouTube channel if I continued to just drive that car. Because for some reason, I just was in a weird place in my life where I wasn't really inspired to make content. Traded the FRS for the Crosstrek, and then traded the Crosstrek for the BRZ. and my inspiration just went through the roof. And so, you know, sometimes you got to do things to rekindle that inspiration, but I'm glad I did. Overall, I'm glad I did. I'm very motivated right now, and I'm very happy with this car and what this car has done for me, and just how much passion it's brought back into my life just in general. So you can make it practical, you can put a bike rack on them. Some people put hitches on the BRZ, which is pretty crazy. And I don't know if that's going to interfere with my exhaust. I think I read something about that online where the hitch can like interfere with the exhaust. But what do you guys think? A hitch mounted bike or a roof mounted bike with the C-suckers? That's kind of like my toss up right now. I don't really know what I want to do there. I don't know about camping in the BRZ. I know I was going to make a video about that. I don't know if we're going to do that this year, but we are planning on doing some road tripping. I think we're going to take the BRZ out to San Diego. That's going to be a cool thing to do, which brings me to the point where this car is perfect for road trips, honestly. You'd be surprised how comfortable it is and how practical it is, getting about 30 miles to the gallon. I'm still at like 29 right now, but I'm approaching 30 if I just, you know, keep my feet off the pedal a little bit. But you guys know how that is. That first and second gear is just so much fun. I love it. So I think we're pretty much done modding this car for now. I'm getting tired of these wheels, but I'm gonna keep these summer tires on for a bit, and then I think when next winter comes around and I put my snows back on, I'm gonna sell this wheel and tire setup and put on some GR86 18s. So spoiler alert, we're gonna wait though before we put those on. But yeah, Porsche drivers probably hate me. And I know I talked to a guy who came into the car wash and he had the GT4. It was the, what is that? The Cayman GT4. And he was looking at my BRZ and I was like, we were doing a little detail on his GT4. And he just loved this car. I don't think he's ever heard of it, like most people. And he's like, what is this? I told him, I showed him everything, I revved it for him. And then I'm like, yeah, 30 grand. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, 30 grand. I bet you he paid double for his GT4, which is a great car. But he was complaining about the road noise, the engine noise on the road, like doing road trips and traveling, and just how uncomfortable it kind of was long trips. And I was telling him that we went to Utah, Colorado, and we're about to go to San Diego, and no complaints with the quality there. So it's crazy, guys. This car is, it's just so good. And I'm very happy with it. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. Just a little short and sweet one for you guys. Have a great day. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We make videos every Monday and sometimes Thursdays on this channel. If you guys like it, hit that like button, leave a comment, say what's up, what kind of car do you guys drive, what kind of car do you guys want. Peace.